I don't know if I'll ever be able to really understand why lions have fascinated me. The extreme beauty, the stealth, the strength, that social structure, the exquisite juxtaposed of grace and strength. And I hope that people recognize the lion is more than just a creature that numbers 20,000 in Africa. A lion is a symbol of being your best. So I've done about 150 lion paintings. Every time I set out to do one, I feel like it's the first one. This painting that I've just completed for the museum tour called King of Beasts, a study of the African lion, will be my 1,000th painting. And I've never tried to capture before a storyline that is so complex. I gave everything I had to it. There were times when I'd be working in that studio 20-hour days consecutively over and over again. I was literally just sleeping just a few hours. But I was motivated by the story. I was motivated by the deep, visceral commitment to get it right. It's called Enthronement of a King. And Enthronement of a King is that process of becoming a king. It is every lion's birthright from the moment they're born that they have the potential to become a king, that they can surmount all of those great obstacles along the way. So I started out that journey with a concept sketch, and that concept sketch was very rough. It was just jotting down some ideas out of my head. Then I went to a detailed concept sketch, where I began to gather some of my reference material from the 51 trips to Africa. I have 12 frames to encapsulate, somewhere between 11 to 14 years of life. It's extremely difficult, so I had to really carefully think about what visual image would encapsulate that moment in time. It's an 8-foot square canvas. Why 8 feet versus 6 feet? Why not 5 feet? 5 feet's a lot easier to get in and out of a door. But I felt 8 feet by 8 feet square. Now, square is a hard composition to work with. It doesn't lend itself well to primary and secondary focal points. It's like what they call the bullseye effect. But that was the point of it, is I wanted to create this impact with that lead lion in the center, clearly the primary focal point. It's like he's narrating it from the childhood to his end of final days. There's a lot of choices in each image. There's a lot of choices from a composition, from colors to use, how they related to each other. This whole project began with an idea that I've been harboring for decades, where I feel I wasn't ready a decade ago. Now is the time that I was ready. I felt mature enough in my career to begin to say, hey, I can pull it off. And I needed to make it look like I sat down, mixed up my color, and I finished it. One sitting, what they call alla prima, one shot. It's about making the viewer feel what I felt when I had the idea in my mind on that concept sketch. I hope that this exhibition brings to light a curiosity, a desire to explore, a desire to understand. I also hope that it inspires people to explore their own inner lion. Maybe somewhere they learn a little bit more about themselves as they walk through the stories and the journey, the world of a lion, and get to know it better. Outside of the protected areas, the lions are in a big struggle. We're at the stage where it's all of humanity's responsibility to take action, to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. If we can answer the question, do we value big things with big teeth, herbivores and carnivores? If the answer to that is yes, then it's our responsibility to take action and to begin to take steps that will provide a solution that is sustainable and will keep wildlife around for future generations.